It's summer, you want to feel something, and you're a little bit bored, so here is the ultimate list of TV shows that you should watch this summer in 2025. I've made a list of new shows, comfort shows, and some underrated gems for every mood. Whether you're in your kind of summer romance era, or you're looking for comedy, or you're just sitting in bed and you just want to watch anything. These are the TV shows that you need to watch. If you're in winter, this is for like pretending that you're in summer. The first show is probably what you would guess. It is The Summer I Turned Pretty. At the moment, season 3 hasn't come out yet, but I would recommend rewatching season 1 and 2 in preparation for it. Or if you haven't even watched it, watch it. It is probably one of the best shows out there right now, and I'm not exaggerating. It has everything, especially if you're looking for that summer vibe. There is the main character, Belly, and every single summer she goes to the beach house in Cousins Beach. And the beach house is owned by her family friend, and they have 2 brothers. And as you can guess by the name, The Summer I Turned Pretty. In season 1, she turns up that summer and she is pretty, and so the boys are like, wow. And one of them she's always loved, but he didn't really notice her because he was a little bit older and she was, you know, she was the younger one. He saw her as the younger sister, whereas the other brother is more her age, but they've just never considered each other in that way. So the TV show takes you basically on a journey between the 2 brothers and her finding love and also enjoying the summer. And there are side storylines between her brother, her best friend, and then some other random little characters. And there are also some very sad scenes. So if you're into kind of crying when watching a show, or you just like something a bit more emotional, this is definitely the show for you. And I would like to say, if you are not Team Conrad, don't talk to me. I don't know how you could be Team Jeremiah. And when season 3 comes out, you better watch that. It's coming out one episode each week, which some people hate, but I love that. It kind of prolongs it, so. But it's the last season, so I'm so sad. The next show just came out. It's called We Were Liars. It's kind of like The Summer I Turned Pretty in the sense that it's based off of a book, and it's also filmed at the beach, or like a beach town, and in summer. If you're looking for a show that has an underlying sadness and kind of almost like mystery, murder mystery, and a bit of a romance, this is the perfect show for you. The first episode starts off quite like The Summer I Turned Pretty. It's very chill, it's very like teenagers having a fun summer together. And then the main character, Cadence, loses her memory. She gets amnesia. And that's not a spoiler because it's basically in the trailer, I will say that. And then the rest of the season is kind of unfolding what happened to her, like why she got amnesia, the mystery behind it, and no one else is telling her as well because they want her to figure it out for themselves. And some of them kind of don't know anyways. So that's the perfect show if you want that coastal summer vibe, but it's also a little bit deep and dark and twisted. The next show is Sirens. Again, this is another coastal TV show. I know, but to be fair, it is summer for most of you guys, and I just love a good summer coastal show. I love a beach town. I love swimming. I don't really swim in this one, but still. The outfits are amazing. The vibe of it, you know, summer days. No bad energy except maybe this show. With Sirens, it's a bit less of a teen kind of show, but it's still really good. It takes place over one weekend actually. And the episodes are really long. They're like an hour long or something, but that's like really good though. Because I'm sick of TV shows that are like 6 episodes and they're 20 minutes each. Basically, the plot is that there is a young female and she's brought into a cult kind of thing because it makes her feel comfort, and she's the assistant to a really big high up woman who's really powerful. And then that girl, the main character, her sister, who she hasn't spoke to in a while, comes to see her because of family troubles and tries to get her out of this cult. So you kind of get an insight into a bit of like cult vibes, and it's really fancy, you know, they're wearing like really expensive looking clothes, they're really rich, it's like a huge mansion, everybody knows about them. You're kind of watching it and you see through them, and I don't know, I think I would recommend it. The next show is one that also just came out. This is more of a docuseries rather than a fictional show, but I still really recommend it. This is the America's Sweethearts Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders. It's season 2 that just came out. This show delves into kind of the lives of these Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, the audition process, picking them, goes through training camp, and it shows the lives of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. So it shows their outside jobs because a lot of them have to work like 2 other jobs just so that they can afford it because they don't get enough money. I know though that they have gotten a pay rise now. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's like, I kind of want to be that. Like, of course I can't, unfortunately. I'm loving it. I love it. The next show is one that I just found and I cannot recommend it enough. I love it so much. I've started rewatching it. I watched it like 2 days or something. This show is called Adults. Let me tell you, so this is a comedy. It is nothing like the ones that I just recommended, but it is seriously so funny. I can't even. It is a group of friends, they're roommates, they're young adults, and they live in New York City, and they just have the funniest experiences ever. And I don't want to give too much away because if I tell you about the experiences, then it's kind of like that's an episode I told you about. So I won't go too much into it, but just trust me.
If I had your lives, I'd abort myself.
Oh my god, fuck you!
I am very picky with my comedies because there are so many comedies I'm sick of. No offense, I don't even know if you would consider Ginny and Georgia a comedy, but if it is, I'm sorry, I can't watch that. That's not funny to me. That's just like so cringe. And there are so many other new Netflix shows that's come out recently and they're meant to be comedies and oh my gosh, they're not funny. They're horrible. They're so hard to watch. But Adults, I'm serious. If you watch it and you don't like it, I'll literally like pay you money. There is no way that you won't like it. It is so, I feel like I've said barely anything about it, and there's also a bit of an aspect of romance, which I love it so much and I need a season 2 because it ends on a cliffhanger and I can't even. And I need to know if you've watched it and you know exactly what romance cliffhanger I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure that you're probably on the side I am, which I don't want to go into, but I think you know. If you're looking for that comedy that is kind of like pushing the boundaries a little bit with comedy, you should definitely watch this one. The next one that recently came out is called Motorheads. You might have heard about it because it came out maybe about a month ago or so. If you've ever watched One Tree Hill, this is kind of given the same vibes. It's like small town, kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's very based around cars, like they like repairing cars, car racing, romance, all of that. I'm not the biggest car fan, I'll tell you. I don't know anything about cars. I bought a car, drove it into a fence. You know, I don't know anything about cars, but I still will watch the show. The rest of it's good. And it's got that little bit of a mystery aspect, not in like a violence way. I mean, maybe a little. Throughout the show, you're kind of finding out, you're like, what happened to this person? What's going on? So it's got that if you like that aspect of mystery. And I will say though, watching it, oh my gosh, 2 of the characters, I can't stop seeing them as the original show I watched them in. If you ever had that where you've seen a character and you knew them from another show and you just can't separate it, that is me. There's one character who was from Girl Meets World. I was like, is it him though? Because that was so long ago. Surely he's not playing a teenager now, but yes he is. I searched him up, he's 28. But he can pass it off. And then one of the main characters is from Love, Victor. I just can't get over this because he's playing such a different role. I've watched him in Love, Victor where he's like this not super I love cars type guy. I'm gonna race a car. That I can't get over. But that's just me because I've watched that and I hold on to the characters I've watched in the past. Another show that has just come out as well is Overcompensating. This is a little bit kind of like Adults. Not really because they're in college, but it gives that kind of same comedic vibe. This one's a bit self-exploration, self-identity, growing into who you are, finding out, if I can say that in the same words. It's also got romance in it. I think it's pretty funny. And I mean, I like college shows as well. I like high school shows because I kind of lived through them. I see them in college, I see them living in their dorms, I see them going around campus, and I kind of live vicariously through them. So that is also why I recommend a lot of these shows. The next show that's actually quite similar to Overcompensating is The Sex Lives of College Girls. Don't let the name of the show turn you off. I really wish they didn't name it that because I don't like saying it. It seems kind of a bit disturbing, like why are you watching that? It's actually about 4 roommates who are very different to each other. Like you've got one that's quite preppy, like sorority kind of vibes, one that's a student athlete, one that has parents that are quite pressuring her but she doesn't want to do that, and then one that's from kind of like a small town. So all 4 of them make a really good mix to watch because they're just so different to each other and they're all learning from each other. And again, as I say, it is a college one. I am living through them. It's also quite a comfort show. Like you can just put it on and watch it in the background if you want. You can put it on and actually watch it. And it's very heartwarming under all the drama. I think that's also partially because it's kind of girlhood vibes. Moving on to shows that aren't new, but I still would really recommend that you watch them this summer. One of them you've obviously heard about, chances are you have watched it, is Stranger Things. I would recommend this just because later this year in November and December, you want to be prepared. They are coming out with their final season and the seasons and episodes that they currently have are very long. They're basically movie length, some of them. So if you don't get a start on it now, you're going to forget everything that happened because it does not feel like the last season came out, what, like 3 years ago? I don't even know. Obviously, you know what Stranger Things is. If you don't, Where have you been living? Honestly, I don't even know. That's a reminder to watch Stranger Things now. Go to start on it so that you can watch the last season, which I'm so sad that it's the last season because I seriously love Stranger Things. I used to have a gigantic poster right here. When I say gigantic, I mean it was like this wide and half of the wall, which I did take down because I did feel a little embarrassed by it. Yeah, watch it. I love the show. I would definitely be rewatching it before it comes out. The next show is School Spirits. This is kind of a new show as well. I know I said I wasn't going to do more new shows, but I'm sorry, I forgot. I'll do this one. This is where a teenage girl dies and she gets stuck in her high school as a ghost, and she also has to solve her murder. So again, this one is a murder mystery, but she's in the school as a ghost, but there are also other ghosts in the school, which is kind of like a bit random, but you know what it reminds me of? Do you know that movie School Spirit? I think that's what it's called. Oh wait, no. Are you being serious? That's the name of a TV show. I'll think of the name and I'll put it here. It was a movie where a girl died, I'm pretty sure. She was like a mean girl. And then she died and then she was a ghost and she was looking all around and she was like, ugh, I shouldn't have died. That's the kind of vibes I get. But not really, not at all. I hope that you like this list of TV shows to watch. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows, comment it down below so that other people can see as well and get a bit more of inspiration. And if you think I was wrong about any of these and recommending them, also tell me about that. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope that you watch all of these. And actually, most of the ones that I suggested are on Amazon Prime Video, which maybe shows that they're actually better. But it also makes it easier because if you do want to watch a lot of these, just get that and watch it. Or you can watch it another way. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.
Bye.